This is my audience for the speech. There's 6 of them. All right, so I am doing my informative speech on fitness and nutrition. By the way, I'm Stephanie Fisher. So according to HHS.gov, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, less than 5% of adults participate in 30 minutes of physical activity each day. I'm sure that some of you have tried to incorporate fitness and nutrition into your everyday lifestyle. But for those of you who probably have noticed that it is very hard and difficult to keep up with that, but you do know that it's very important. So my story, so 3 years ago, I was in a pretty dark place. I just was struggling with my mental health. I didn't eat right. I didn't do anything to take care of my body. I didn't get any movement other than just going to work. I mean, that's good, but I didn't do enough. So I do know that the importance of fitness and nutrition. So fitness and nutrition does improve the overall health. It improves an individual's energy, improves an individual's focus, and increases an individual's productivity. According to familydoctor.org, some examples that could help with small changes in improving fitness and nutrition in your life are finding the strengths and weaknesses in your current diet, keeping track of your intake, and your intake means keep track of what you eat, keep track of what you drink, and keep track of how much you work out. An app I use is MyFitnessPal. It's great. You just log in what you ate, and that's all. It does the work for you. You can also get in 30 minutes of movement each day. That could be walking, running, anything that just gets your body moving. Everyone has probably heard of the fad diet trends like Atkins, Paleo, Beachbody, all that stuff. I would not recommend that personally. I would recommend starting off in small steps. I feel that's the most sufficient way and the most available way to set those realistic goals for yourself and succeed with them, and then you can go further. I do have a visual aid. It's a little fitness and nutrition poster. So on this side, it's boxrocks.com. It just shows a little pyramid of the different exercises you could do from like the weakest to the strongest. So just your basic aerobic activities is the weakest, but they're still all beneficial. The mobility, and then there's body weight gymnastics, and then weightlifting and sports specific. So sports specific are those who like train for different like track, softball, they just focus on that. And then over here I have a little food pyramid, and it goes from what you should eat the most of to what you should eat the least of. You've probably all seen this in a nutrition class, but I mean, it's important to regularly look at this and follow by it and just stick by it. You should eat the most of the greens, your vegetables, fresh or cooked, it doesn't matter. And then there's your fruits. And then you have the legumes, beans, tofu, tempeh. And then you have your whole grains, rice, pasta, sourdough bread, stuff like that. And then you should eat the least of nuts, fats, and oils, but some of them are healthy and important to keep in your diet. So fitness and nutrition can also improve your mental health. Some examples include increasing self-esteem and aiding and improving disorders such as depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, any of that. It helps with that. So healthguide.org stated an example of a study done by Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, finding that running for 15 minutes a day or walking for an hour reduces the risk of major depression by 26%. That doesn't seem like such a large number, but reducing that much for people who have depression is quite an improvement. Exercising relieves stress and gets your endorphins going. So that increases your mental well-being and overall health dramatically. The brain functions best and improves mental health when eating a nutrient-based diet. Eating high-quality foods can prevent an oxidative stress, and oxidative stress is important. It can, from eating non-quality foods, it can damage your brain cells. So what you consume and intake into your body is how you're overall gonna feel. If you eat good, you're gonna feel good. If you eat junk, you're gonna feel like junk. Fitness and nutrition can also reduce the risk for many chronic diseases. Some examples include reducing the risk of diabetes, reducing the risk of cardiovascular diseases, and it decreases the likelihood of cancer. Eating nutrient-dense foods and balancing energy intake is example. For example, cancer is most aggressive when in your fat cells. So if you have a higher fat cell count from not eating healthy or not exercising, hopefully nobody does, but if you do have cancer, it is going to be more aggressive and metastasize more, which you could prevent from exercising a little bit and eating a better diet. According to somaticscholars.org, it has been shown that not only in the young or middle-aged, but also in older people, the increase of level of physical activity coincides with the reduced morbidity and mortality from coronary heart disease, as well as with reduced death from all causes. So basically, now that we have talked about fitness improving overall health, mental health, and reducing risk for chronic illnesses, we can conclude that healthier lifestyles improve outcomes in nearly every aspect of your life, and that it is indeed important to keep up with fitness and nutrition. Thank you. I never figure out how to turn these off.